So the craze for SUVs in the Indian market is just building up day by day. Manufacturers are going crazy with their products. They are trying to squeeze in every bit of technology that they can get to the general public for the daily driven cars. Now we are back at Jaisalmer and we are here today with the Volkswagen Tayron R-Line. Now, before I start this video, this is going to be a walk around video and not a review video. The review video is under embargo, so you'll have to stay tuned till the 4th of February to get the full review out for the Volkswagen Tayron. Till then, let us see what does Volkswagen have to offer with this. Now, first of all, let me give you a quick walk around of how the Tayron R-Line looks like. Now you can see over here, it's a little bit of a shade over here, but this side you'll be able to see the colors on the car. Absolutely fantastic. And this is a 7-seater SUV. Before I go further, let me just quickly open the hood for you. And under the hood you have the 2-liter turbocharged TSI petrol engine that pushes out 201 bhp of power, 320 Nm of peak torque, and this comes mated to a 7-speed DSG gearbox. You have hydraulic struts for the hood, some insulation, so yeah, that is a good thing. Now the front end over here looks absolutely maniac. Just look at the grille, the lower part of the grille. There is no chrome on the car. Little bit of chrome on the logo, but this is actually an illuminated logo that illuminates at night along with the connected DRLs. That is the headlight of the car. Very sleek looking headlamp unit. You do not have fog lights, but you can see you have these air vents that channel air through it, making it aerodynamic and cooling the tires and brakes as well. That is the front end of the vehicle. Full piano black finishing, and just look at the bumper. Really aggressive styling on this. Now if we move to the tire over here, you can see it's a 255/45 R19, and the tire profile is actually going overall well with the car's size. You have discs obviously on all 4 corners, and the tire profile is a little less, so I don't know, maybe there'll be tire noise, maybe there'll not be tire noise. We'll have to wait to check that out. Ground clearance is pretty decent over here. Looks pretty high, not got a confirmation of how much. By the looks of it, I am assuming 190 or maybe 200, maybe a little more than 200 mm. You have the R-Line badging over here. Let's check if there's an R-Line badging. Yes, there is an R-Line badging over here as well. Lines and creases on the hood look really sharp. Now that is how the car looks like from the side profile. You have body cladding, but it is only for the wheel arches. It does not continue all the way to the car. You can see it gets gloss black body cladding. And if you move to the rear section, you have this IQ light. 4Motion, that means it's a 4-wheel drive, and that is the rear section. Now look at this. The logo is illuminated at the back, just like at the front. You have the connected LED tail light, but you have chrome inside, but around it you can see that the logo is illuminated. That'll look really nice at night. Tayron badging right over here, and you have the same kind of finishing on the grille at the rear that you get on the front. On the top you get the shark fin antenna, panoramic sunroof that is pretty big, pretty decent, but you can still see there's some space over here, so maybe they could have extended it a little bit, but I don't know. Roof rails right over here. Yeah, the only part on the car that gets chrome is this part on the window trim, and that's about it. Since it's an R-Line, obviously there'll be very less chrome. Let's quickly open the boot. Electronic boot, electronic tailgate, and that is the 7-seater layout. Well, you have this, the third row, 2 people can sit, adjustable headrest right over here. This thing can fold down with just 1 tumble from here. And again, after the third row also, you have pretty decent amount of boot space. Just look at this boot space, compare it to the size of my hand, and after you folded this, obviously you will have a ton of boot space. Now these buttons over here are to flip the seat. There you go. So if you want the third and the second row both flipped, you can do that. Charging socket over here, lights both sides on the boot, and since the electronic boot, let us quickly close it, and there you have it. Now let us move on to the inside of the Tayron R-Line, and this is the second row. Obviously that is the panoramic sunroof. It stretches all the way up to here. Well, obviously the third row people will not have access. That's why I'm saying it could have gone a little bit further. I don't know why. So the second row seats, again you can see you have this contrast stitching, leatherette upholstery. On the door panel you get this sunshade, that's manual. You also have a sunshade over there where you can see for the third row, but that's like a manual kind of a thing that you can buy aftermarket or maybe from the dealership itself. That's your third zone for the climate control. AC vents over here, 2 Type-C charging sockets, and that is your door panel. Well, obviously you can see you have Harman Kardon written right over here, and you have Alcantara finishing along with leather and plastic, soft touch materials all over, contrast stitching over here as well. Tayron badging on the floor mats. Yeah, oh, these are rubberized floor mats. Nice. I wish they come from the company stock with the car and you don't have to pay anything extra. Well, these seats can be reclined even further. You can see that one. So if someone is sitting, if you want to recline it and sit, you can do that. And that is how much space you get on the rear section. Well, okay, that is how you have to pull out the cup holders, I'm assuming. And if you don't want it, well, that is a seat for the third person. Let's quickly go on the front end. Volkswagen written right over here on the door as well. And this is the front end of the Tayron. Now, first of all, you get this Ergo Active badging over here. You get memory functions for the driver and passenger, lumbar support, electronic seats, everything is there for the driver. That is your window controls right over there. I think these are your ambient lights. So inside this you have the ambient light glowing, Alcantara finishing right over here. This is to open the boot. That's your light settings, and that is your steering wheel. It's a 3-spoke steering wheel, R-Line badging on the steering wheel as well. And that is how the seats look like. Well, the seats are basically heated and ventilated both, and obviously I'm suggesting the lumbar support because personally I don't like it, but it's not a problem if a car has it with them. Okay, so on the inside, that is your gear lever. You do this for drive, this for reverse, and you press this for park. If you hit it once again, the gearbox moves from D to S. That's your stock for your light and your wipers. That's your steering wheel. Well, obviously you have a heated steering wheel right over here. There's a button. If you see over there, if I press this, there you go, steering wheel heating on. You have levels 1, 2 and 3. Press it once again and it switches off. Now this is your heating and ventilation for the seat on either side. That's your 15-inch touchscreen. Looks really nice. There's also a small screen over here. If you look there, it's right now says volume, but if you press it, it changes it to the sport mode, and then you have individual, off-road, snow, and if I go this side you have eco, comfort and sport. So that's the button to toggle between your volume and your sport mode. And steering wheel is adjusted for tilt and telescopic both. It's a manual adjustment. You have aluminium pedals right over here. Your AC vents, again soft touch material on the dashboard. You have the R-Line badging, and that is your ambient light that's inside this, inside the door. That is how it looks like. Bezel is IRVM, and if we talk about, yes, you have a vanity mirror with a light over here. You have a vanity mirror with a light over here as well. And those are the buttons. Basically, they are touch swipe buttons to open your sunshade or the sunroof as well. And this is a touch based light system. As you can see, there are no buttons. I think you just get your hand close to it, and I'm not even touching it. Just look at this. Just look at this. It just switched on. Just look at this. Switched off. So yeah, pretty sensitive lighting over here. You also have a heads-up display that's right over there. I don't know if you can notice it from here. It's not noticeable right now because it's too bright outside. So a heads-up display, and you have some soft touch material on the dashboard as well. That's, I think, the center speaker. You have Harman Kardon surround sound system that is actually very nice. We've heard it. And yeah, if we talk about storage space, then you have some storage space here. If you lift this, you have 2 wireless charging sockets. Yeah, you can both people can charge it simultaneously. You have 2 Type-C charging here as well. So charging will not be an option. That is some more storage if you want to shift this over here. If you don't want it, just remove it. If you want to shift it, you can shift it. That's your armrest. Opens up to cup holders. You can move this as well, so entire thing can be moved for a lot of space. And this armrest can be moved ahead and back, and if you want to lift it and lock it at a place, a certain angle, that will also happen. And if you want to unlock it and get it down, move it all the way up and move it down. So yeah, that is the headrest, and those are the seats. Again, very nice looking seats. And as you can see over here, you have memory options, and you have all the ventilation, and you have memory options over here, and you have all the settings, the electronic settings for the passenger seat as well. So both the passenger and the driver's seat is electronically adjustable and has memory options as well. Let us quickly check out the 360-degree camera that this has. Well, this is the camera, and yeah, can't say much about it, but yeah, it has active guidelines as well. And you can also change the theme of this. You can see you have a view button, so if you press this, you have different themes to choose from, whichever you like. AC vents right over here, and you have this blue stitching that is going. So yeah, basically the cabin is, I will leave it up to you in the comment section to let us know how does the cabin of the Volkswagen Tayron. So guys, that was the all new Volkswagen Tayron R-Line. This is a walk around video. Obviously we'll get a full review video of this car very soon, and I hope you like this car. I hope I explained this car well to you, and you need to know anything else about this, let us know in the comment section and we will get back to you on that. Until then, I'm Pramit signing out. See you next time. Thank you so much for watching. Take care, be safe and drive safe.